We did it, Rampy. Yay! Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me on Reading with Queen Bee. I'm here with my dog Rampy. We are celebrating the last chapter book reading of Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. We added some party decorations to celebrate the last chapter of Because of Winn-Dixie. I am super excited to wrap up this book reading. It has been a great book reading, and I just can't thank you guys enough. To all my busy bees that have been responding on their Google Classroom, all the questions at the end of the book reading videos, and then to my subscribers for all your support and for always pressing that like button. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So we will find out in chapter 26 what happens to Opal and all her friends, and also what happens to Winn-Dixie in this story. Let me get on my glasses. Chapter 26. Outside, the rain had stopped and the clouds had gone away, and the sky was so clear it seemed like I could see every star ever made. I walked all the way to the back of Gloria Dump's yard. I walked back there and looked at her mistake tree. The bottles were quiet. There wasn't a breeze, so they were just hanging there. I looked at the tree and then I looked up at the sky. "Mama," I said, just like she was standing right beside me. "I know 10 things about you, and that's not enough. That's not near enough. But Daddy is going to tell me more. I know he will. Now that he knows you're not coming back, he misses you and I miss you. But my heart doesn't feel empty anymore. It's full all the way up. I'll still think about you, I promise, but probably not as much as I did this summer." So the reason why she pretty much missed her mom a lot, especially this summer, or talked about her mom a lot this summer, was because she mentioned her mom to everyone she encountered, to all her new friends. That's what I said that night underneath Gloria Dump's mistake tree. And after I was done saying it, I stood just staring up at the sky, looking at the constellations and planets, and then I remembered my own tree, the one Gloria had helped me plant. I hadn't looked at it for a long time, and if you remember, Gloria Dump helped Opal plant a tree. I went crawling around on my hands and knees searching for it, and when I found it, I was surprised at how much it had grown. It was still small. It still looked more like a plant than a tree, but the leaves and the branches felt real strong and good and right. And I was down there on my knees when I heard a voice say, "Are you praying?" I looked up. It was Dunlap. "No," I said. "I'm not praying. I'm thinking." He crossed his arms and looked down at me. "What about?" he asked. "All kinds of different things," I said. "I'm sorry that I called you and Stevie bald-headed babies." Oh, so she's actually now apologizing for calling them names. Let's see what happens. "That's all right," he said. "Gloria told me to come out here and get you." "I told you she wasn't a witch." "I know it," he said. "I knew it all along. I was just teasing you." Oh, so he was just playing around with her, making fun of her, scaring her, just teasing her. And that was not a good thing for the Dewberry brothers to do. "Oh," I said. I looked at him close. It was hard to see him good in the dark yard. "Ain't you ever gonna stand up?" he asked. "Yeah," I said. And then he surprised me. He did something I never in a million years thought a Dewberry boy would do. He held out his hand to help me up, and I took it. I let him pull me to my feet. "I'll race you back to the house," Dunlop said, and he started to run. "Okay," I shouted, "but I'm warning you, I'm fast." We ran and I beat him. I touched the corner of Gloria Dump's house right before he did. "You shouldn't be running in the dark," said Amanda. She was standing on the porch looking at us. "You can trip over something." "Aw, Amanda," said Dunlap, and he shook his head. "Aw, Amanda," I said too. And then I remembered Carson, and I felt bad for her. I went up on the porch and took hold of her hand and pulled on her. "Come on," I said. "Let's go inside." So that was a kind gesture that Opal did. She went to go get Amanda and held her hand and walked her into the house. India, Opal, Daddy said when me and Amanda and Dunlap walked in. Are you here to sing some songs with us? Yes, sir, I said. Only I don't know that many songs. We'll teach you, he said. He smiled at me real big. It was a good thing to see. So now everyone's smiling now that all the feelings were finally let out. Everyone's enjoying the moment. That's right, said Gloria Demp. We will. Sweetie Pie was still sitting in her lap, but her eyes were closed. Care for a litmus lozenge? Miss Franny asked, passing me the bowl. Thank you, I told her. I took a litmus lozenge and unwrapped it and put it in my mouth. Do you want a pickle? Otis asked, holding up his big jar of pickles. No, thank you, I said. Not right now. When Dixie came out from underneath Gloria Dump's chair, he sat down next to me and leaned into me the same as I was leaning into my daddy. And Amanda stood right there beside me. And when I looked over at her, she didn't look pinch-faced at all to me. So now that Amanda also is feeling more comfortable around all her new friends and Opal realizes that Amanda is a really nice girl. She just has pain of her loss of her brother. Dunlap cracked his knuckles and said, Well, are we going to sing or what? Yeah, Stevie echoed. Are we going to sing or what? Let's sing, said Sweetie Pie, opening her eyes and sitting up straight. Let's sing for the dog. Otis laughed and strummed his guitar, and the flavor of the litmus lozenge opened in my mouth like a flower blooming, all sweet and sad. And then Otis and Gloria and Stevie and Miss Franny and Dunlap and Amanda and Sweetie Pie and my daddy all started to sing a song, and I listened careful so I could learn it right. So that is the end of Because of Winn-Dixie by Kate DiCamillo. And your question for today, how has Opal's life changed from the beginning of the story to the end of the story? And like I said, grand finale. I want to thank Rampy. Rampy has been doing an amazing job during the filming of the book readings. And of course, it has taken 26 videos, plus retakes, plus bloopers that I had to edit out, or else it would be a comedy show, which actually is not a bad idea. But I want to thank all of you guys for your support, and we will see what Reading with Queen Bee will do next. So again, if you want to keep buzzing about books, keep reading with Queen Bee. Bye.